The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you to take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table and through video call play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you wherever you are, as if you're part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours. Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call to play Dungeons and Dragons and other TTRPGs down the line. My name is Con Riley. I'm your best friend, your GM, Hi. My pronouns are they, them. You can follow me anywhere at Kryles. And for today's fun fact, we're doing favorite official Disney princess from Disney.
The coronated ones.
Yeah, which is, there's other ones, like you could, everyone could say who they would choose off the list as well, but we're going to do the official.
The official.
So, mine would be Pocahontas. I love that movie, and I do love Pocahontas as an official Disney princess. However, if I could pick a non-official, I would pick Meg from Hercules, or I'd choose Alice from Alice in Wonderland. All right, let's go around and meet our Fantasia friends, starting with Mickey Mouse.
Hi.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Careful.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Lexi May. I use she, her pronouns. I play Connie, the human fire genasi artificer, who also uses she, her pronouns. And my favorite is Mulan because I'm trans, duh.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Wash. Our pronouns are he, him. You can find me on Steam. I'm playing Destiny 2, so hit me up, bro.
This will come out in several months.
That's fine. Might still be. I'm not big on Disney. Sue me.
Disney will.
If I had to pick a Disney princess, Rapunzel or something.
Hi, my name is Sydney. I play Codex Sayori. Our pronouns are she, her. Codex is a wild magic sorcerer, rune knight fighter in stasis right now. I don't really have a favorite Disney princess. I wasn't a Disney person, nor do I really like them that much anymore. I guess Mulan was the best out of them all.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I play Isabella Ballador, Tiefling Paladin Bard of the group. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at merkmerk13 on Instagram. My favorite Disney princess has always been Jasmine.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm listening to Galilei, the Fearbolt Druid. Our pronouns are he, him. You can find me anywhere the river flows. My favorite Disney princess is officially, one of the official ones, Aurora. Love you, bestie, forever and always. My favorite non-official has to be Esmeralda.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play Rosa Rapwayter and Sasanis. Hi. You can find me on the internet at Vic_Jean__. My favorite Disney princess is also Jasmine.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather Lore. I play Shay Erebos, the rogue sorcerer of the group. You can find me on Instagram or any other kind of social medias at Land of Lore. And I'll be honest, Kita would be one of my top options because she's super hot. Atlantis, love it. And then Meg as well because also super fucking hot. Who wouldn't want to? But I think from the official list, again, Jasmine's super hot, but not my favorite. I'm going to go with Mulan too.
And of course, you can follow us anywhere at TTIYDND on all social medias and support our Patreon. We make cool content for you, and it will make this content that you're watching currently better and cooler for you. We love you. We hope you love us.
You want to be cool? You want to be
cool? Give us your money. With that, let us get into what happened last episode on The Table is Yours. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Cow Crater. Finley should have ripped that guy a new one. After that disrespectful welcome, we learned that the Falso Ivories, the gang that took Wash's parents, were there with the Funders, who we later learned to be two of Lady Seraphima's posse, Mr. Bralgrom and Lady Brycea, and they were donating a diamond as the prize for winning the fight club. We got paired off by a bartender, me and Wash, Connie and Shay, and Terrence and Codex. Finley was by himself and up first. He killed his opponent expertly after they insulted his mother and Doshinmore. Connie and Shay agreed to not deal killing blows to their opponents, but were eventually bested. Wash and I got our asses kicked, and I almost died, but I'm told Codex threw an ashtray from the upper deck and, once again, saved my life. It was her and Terry's turn next, and they were fighting these Echo Knights. Definitely didn't seem fair. Fun to watch though, and Codex won after Terrence was disqualified for using enhancements. But then Felarum Dark Fury showed up. I thought he was just some guy in Seraphima's entourage. He entered the arena to the surprise of Bralgrom and Brycea. He sliced up two Falsos with shadow blades that were actually his hands, and then, I think he siphoned their blood into himself, and then we had a quick confab with him and learned he is apparently from the Groat, and he told us he wanted the diamond even though his boss donated it because he knew it was a wish, and then I blabbed that it was connected to a god, which I don't know if he knew at the time, but he definitely does now. Anyways, long story short, Dark Fury is about to face off against Codex and Finley, our only champions, for the diamond. They agreed not to kill each other. Shay, Connie, and Wash are going to try and find the diamond while they fight. I'm supposed to help Codex and Finley win from a distance, and Terrence is grabbing us popcorn. Oh fuck, what are we getting ourselves into?
Alright, Finley and Codex, and then there's gonna be a lot of breaks between this fight of what the other chickens are doing around the coop. Finley and Codex. You watch as his hands outstretch, and they look like those shadow blades again. You can see, like, they over encapsulate his hands. You can still see his hand underneath. They just kind of are like these transparent, ghostly, ghastly shadow blades that go over his arms.
And he's gonna lean down and go, well, I mean, I thought the point was that he wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, well, Finley, sometimes people lie, and this seems like one of those circumstances.
So, just to get this straight, Wash, Connie, and Shay, you guys are trying to get to a door.
We're trying to get under the
Yeah.
battle ring.
And so you're not watching this. Terrence and Issa, what are you guys doing?
We are watching.
We are watching this.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys can keep conversing.
No, I'm gonna hurl this ashtray at him as hard as I can.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with the speed of the ashtray.
Gotcha. Okay. Make your rolls. What are you choosing to put in it?
Perception.
Perception.
I'm gonna watch everything he does so I don't get hit by a fucking shadow sword.
Gotcha. All right. Codex.
I'm using deception again.
Gotcha. All right. Make your rolls.
Hey, yo, I'm rolling kind of bad. Let's do it.
No, Codex.
All right. Codex. What did you get?
I got a 17.
Finley.
31.
Nice.
What are you trying to do?
I'm literally with the ashtray above him. He's just gonna go for just straight hips.
Codex. And you're just throwing the ashtray?
Yeah. I want to keep my distance as best I can, I think.
We're over 30. Can we incapacitate him?
No.
Please? If I say please.
You grab at his hips to try to kind of push him, and you just feel as he just stands there, and you're just
God, he flexed.
you're trying to push him forward, but nothing's happening. The ashtray, as you throw it, Codex, you'll watch as he kind of just cleanly, slowly moves his hand, and it just goes ka-ching, and just separates around him and hits the wall behind.
Oh, what an asshole.
In total, I got a 45.
Holy shit.
I think we're good. We got this.
You just gotta. This is the part of the judge fight where they have to figure out how the stand user is doing what he's doing, so you can figure out the flaw.
Yep.
Just believe in yourself, Finley.
As you're grabbing at his hips, you just feel this, you hear this, gurgling and bubbling as burn hits your chest, and you get flung back, and you probably, hit Codex. As Codex, you also fall down. There are no marks right now. This is just contesting until I say something happens.
Okay.
If you don't mind me taking your agency away.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm scared.
All right, Wash, Connie, and Shay. I'm going to say there are 3 doors in the holding tank.
I'm gonna go up to the 2 guards in the center one. Well, hello, boys. What are you guarding over here?
A door.
Leading to...
Shit. Oh,
No one ever asked us that.
Oh my god, somebody's talking to us. And what's contained in that room? VIP?
Can't say anything about Shay if she's not straightforward.
Exactly.
What do you have in there?
Tell me now.
Tell me what's in there.
VIPs, your mother. Gold.
Your mom!
I do consider myself a VIP, so I would like an entrance to this VIP area.
You have a VIP ticket?
I don't need one.
Everybody else who's got in has a VIP ticket.
Well, then they're not very important, are they?
I'm gonna walk away.
Can I see if they have keys on them?
Roll investigation.
I got an 8.
Oh, you don't see.
I tried.
Which door had just the one person?
The one on the left.
Okay, I'm gonna go up there, light a cigarette, and like, hey man, you want a cigarette?
No.
No? Wow, alright.
Listen, the three of you, you're all being very not discreet about wanting to get into these doors that we're not allowing you into.
That's what the guard says.
Yes.
Alright, dude, I just wanted to smoke a cigarette with someone.
I don't want cancer. I'm sorry.
What's inside the door? Let's just go with that.
This is a broom closet.
This is a broom closet?
Why are you guarding a broom closet?
Stationed out in front of a broom closet?
Sucks to be you.
Alright, we're trying to look for the diamond.
So cheat.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, would you have money to let you cheat?
No.
Yes.
Or one of them? I'm in charge of the weapon broom closet.
What are they in charge of?
The other rooms.
Which are?
Well, one is where we keep the gold, and the other is leading to somewhere where the diamond is.
How much money do you have on you right now?
Probably nothing, honestly.
Why do you have no money on you? You steal so much money and you don't carry it?
Why would I?
I fucking understand
She
you.
sleeps on it.
200 gold. How much? Does that help us get in?
You have 1,000?
Oh, fuck you, I'm going upstairs.
How much gold do
You can also try to see if you can persuade that guy who guards the gold room to steal the gold, to then pay me the gold.
Yeah.
But he doesn't deal with gold. He likes favors. Or trinkets.
Trinkets.
Hi.
I am the guard of the door 3.
We're trying to enter to get some gold to pay the guy to get
Yeah,
yeah.
We're in the same room. I can hear that guy.
Great,
too.
great.
Why would we need to get gold from him when we already know the diamond's over there?
Because that guy wants 1,000 gold.
That guy wants the gold. I don't have 1,000 gold.
I feel like I'm playing Legend of Zelda.
But I thought there was
This is incredible.
No. The guy on the left is the broom closet. The guys in the middle are to the dark, scary place where the diamond is, and I guard the gold room. But I don't want gold. I want something else.
I want a special yo-yo. Go to the guy who has a yo-yo.
You have to
I
go
want
to
a
the Desert
cooking
3.
You have two beautiful women of high stature in front of you willing to do anything for you. What would you like?
I'm gay.
we have
I
some
can get
very
a
attractive
wonderful
male
hot
friends,
man
too.
down here.
He has a lot of tattoos.
I'm demisexual.
I have
I
a
guess
one-
be your friend and then fuck you.
I have a friend who is so in need of another friend right now. Who is also
Listen, I just want
maybe
to smoke.
What? This guy just wants a fucking smoke wash.
You give me a smoke, I'll get you 1,000 gold to give him 1,000
This is
gold.
the greatest cigarette I've ever given.
man.
Yes.
Those
These
Michaels.
Marlboros?
No, they're Lucky Strikes.
They're
Fine.
Better tobacco.
right then, so that 1,000 gold, yeah?
Yeah, just give me a second. Tumble. Opens the door.
Hey, that guy's opening the gold door for somebody. Shut up! I pull up my gun.
Alright, gives you 1,000 gold.
That was so
That was
fucking
so
easy.
fucking easy.
All right,
Why
back
are
to
they
the
fighting
diamond
for their
guy.
lives up there?
I don't know. Thank you, we appreciate it. Enjoy the smoke. Wash, do you have a second one to give to him?
And
Just
if you
in
need
case?
anything else, it feels like this is a lot for just 1,000 gold.
There you go. Second cigarette, just in
cigarettes.
case you like it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I have the 1,000 gold, and I'm like,
Can you count and make sure it's 1,000?
How about
One.
you count it? Are you sure you can trust us?
2.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Alright, back to Codex and Finley during this fucking thing.
Okay, so Finley gets launched back by a mysterious source that gurgles and burgles and pushes him away.
Yeah.
Picks Codex up off of the ground.
If you look over him, he just has like this large smile, like closed mouth smile.
Yeah, I guess I'll charge in and like under her breath, Finley, you probably hear her as she like takes off. She's like talking to herself a little bit. She's just like, Weave, if there was any time to come back, it would be now. And she's gonna, like, just charge in and try and hit this guy.
Okay, what'd you roll?
Yeah, I got a 15.
I got a 12.
Shut the hell up!
What are you doing when you're rushing in towards him?
She's gonna probably do what she did to Wash when she was drunk and trying to fight him, and she's going to rush in and fake that she's gonna try and kick him, and then try and just punch him right in the sternum.
Okay, yeah, so you throw your fist into punch, and it does hit him, but it just kind of like stops, and it feels for a second like everything grows dark, and it almost feels like his body is like this, like, it's kind of like your fist kind of goes into the darkness that is now his body, as everything around you becomes very scary for a second. When you look up at him, all you see is this dark silhouette, red on the top of his hair, lots of red eyes pop up, and blood hands start to come out around and grab you, as you feel the spark in your chest as Finley, Issa, and Terrence, you will see a spark of pink kind of like boom, like from her chest as she like jumps back, like you almost like not somersault, but like you could somersault back in this fucking epic move, but you like kind of push him back out of fear as part of Weave, your wild magic and self, defibrillates back a little bit, and you push him back, and he does look, for you guys, when you guys saw him, he was just standing there, and you just saw what looks like dark red magic kind of like around his chest start to like permeate, and then there was like this small little contained explosion from Codex that pushed him back, and he does like, his hair probably falls a little bit, which has always been kind of slicked back, but it falls a bit, and he kind of like surprised and intrigued as he kind of like gathers himself.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Is the red, like, the red we've seen with other diamonds?
Oh, like that scarlet red?
Yeah.
No. It looks like this dark, massive red like blood. Dark Fury kind of like puts his hair back and kind of smiles in this kind of like confused, like, kind of look.
She looks scared, and she tries to school her expression, and just kind of like holds her hands up like she's ready to fight him again, and kind of glances over her shoulder at Finley.
Okay, Codex and Finley, both of you, can you please roll a wisdom save?
13.
13? Codex.
8.
Yep, you both fail. Both of you, when you kind of like, when you see what happens with Codex and Codex, that little burst of energy from your wild magic, the fire within you, Finley, you both start to kind of bubble with this magic as Finley, your hands start to kind of like permeate fire around them, and Codex, it's just like the crackling of pink around you as you both just feel like unhinged with your magic right now. It feels like the magic is just going haywire for both of you. It's chaotic.
Wait, guys.
Guys!
Is it like the pull, like from the other diamonds that we felt, where it's like a pull?
It feels like I'll say the sensation started at your feet.
Oh, it starts with my toes. Okay.
Crinkles your nose.
My nose.
Alright, back to team.
I love all this dramatic stuff going on in the ring. We're down there just like, hey!
It's like you guys.
999.
997, 998, 999.
So the number is
1,000.
5.
1,000!
Okay.
There you go. May we please now proceed?
He opens the door, and the guy's like, I'd be careful if I were you going down there. And it just looks like a descending staircase.
Oh, she's instantly going in there.
Yeah.
Is it dark?
Yeah, so when you guys get down there, you get into basically this dark basement that all you see light of is from the grate that is, like the grate that was at the bottom of the sand pit. It is partially actual dark, and it is partially magic dark. So there are parts that you can't see through, Shay and or Wash. You do see the diamond floating there, and you see the gold like wrapping that's around it is like weirdly like glitching around it. And you just kind of hear like the of claws against a wall, stone.
Hello there, beast.
Why would we talk to him? I thought we were talking to him. What happened to Issa?
We're not here to hurt you. And we don't really want to be hurt either, because I feel like we'd be more important to you alive. We just want this diamond, and we'll leave with it, if that's alright with you.
No answer.
I don't give a fuck, I'm going towards the diamond.
Okay.
She's going loose, y'all.
Back to the upper side, people. Issa, Terrence, you guys doing anything? You're just like watching this going, what the fuck, dude?
We're ready to jump in if we have to.
Should we
Like,
jump in there?
either jump in literally or just find a way to get down there.
Jump in
and
the line.
get
Fuck you guys.
I Misty step into the ring.
I look at Cinnamon. I'm gonna go find the rest of them because I think they're where the diamond is. So, do you want to come with me?
Where? Jumps off the table and starts going downstairs. All right, Issa, you misty step in there. Immediately, Dark Fury kind of goes, well, looky here. I thought we were doing 2 people.
Yeah, well, it seemed like you might kill one of them, and I really can't have that.
Maybe I'll kill 2 now.
I mean, I feel like if you kill a Balador, that would be pretty bad business.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but my dad would have your head.
Who's your father? Salvador?
Yeah.
Right. And you watch as, like, the sharpness of the like, shadow blades get, like, ding!
Yikes.
As he kind of prepares to get ready, as the 3 of you there, the crowd's going fucking nuts. I think this is crazy.
Yeah, this anime-esque fight.
Excellent crowd work, yeah.
Issa, can you make a wisdom save?
Yeah, I got a 14.
That'll be a fail as well. The moment you kind of like land and like now that Felron has done that, you're kind of standing there and you feel this like pulse of like discordance in your soul. Like it sounds like musically wise, like it sounds like a chord, a very crunchy chord. Like you can hear it reverberate in your body as you watch. Almost it looks like blue like staves start to wrap around her arms and kind of like around her thorns, and you see like what look like strings of notes along them. When you start to do things, it'll probably like there are probably like shoots of notes, and it'll kind of go like it sounds like discordance.
I love that the chaos picked the bard, not the paladin.
For now. You think they're gonna talk about the? Yeah, the crowd's going fucking wild because we got shadow blood thing, and then we have cracking lightning, we have fire on a cow, and we have Mozart's Requiem.
Yeah, on some horns.
Going nuts. All right, yeah, so what are you guys doing? Let the chaos
Ensue.
Feel free to freeform what you do.
Like jazz.
Like
Yes.
jazz.
As this starts to happen and like the crack goes off, she's like, holy shit, like my magic is there. It's still there. And I think as like Issa jumps in and all this other shit is going on, Codex is like, she'll just kind of like breathe out like this really like this held breath and just kind of like let it out, and she like kind of relaxes and just like lets herself be kind of piloted by the chaos influence of the diamond.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna try and get as close to him as possible and just try and hit him again as hard as she can, just like, but leaving herself pretty open.
Issa and Finley?
I'm gonna say the second that it starts to like hit and the flames start to just like protrude from his hands, you know the thing where like in media when like a bull exhales and you just see like the it's that, but just fire. He's gonna stomp onto the ground to break a piece of rock, and then it's gonna come up and he's gonna grab it and just discus toss it and wrap it in fire.
Okay. Issa.
I think she just kind of glows bright blue like Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And it's so funny that Finley's like, I'm gonna stomp on the ground, because Issa's gonna punch the ground and cast Shatter right before Codex gets there, so that Codex has like a better swing.
Yeah, then all of you roll a straight d20 and add whatever you think that would add for whatever. All right, Finley.
21.
Issa.
25.
Codex.
20.
Okay. So you kind of cast Shatter to kind of like shake the ground a bit and kind of give Codex the upper hand as you throw your discus, Finley, full of fire. The two of them like will kind of like make Dark Fury kind of like stagger a bit, and you do watch as the fire will like hit one of his blades, and it does like as it goes when you see it reforming on his hand. And Codex, what are you doing?
As she starts to throw her punch, she's aiming for his sternum again, but instead of picturing hitting him, she's picturing punching through him and into the wall behind him.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I would say like the lightning kind of crackles around you as it almost looks like through Codex's arm, this like viper comes out, this like pink, translucent, like large and like almost anaconda sized viper will like lunge out through her fist to Dark Fury, and you watch as from him that bubbling like dark black and red magic kind of appears there, and it's like pushing back the viper that's kind of like chomping through the magic to get to him as she's still like pushing her fist through. And you will hit his chest as he kind of flies back and hits the wall, and he just starts kind of like laughing as you watch the shadow blades and red magic kind of like form into these long arms that come out of him, and they start to like almost the fucking gloom hands in Tears of the Kingdom as they start to like go out to all of you. And I have made a 20 dirty, a 21, and a natural 20. to hit all of you. So with that, he does lose 1 down, but then in return, you all kind of get like grabbed by these red hands that kind of like when they hit you, they disperse into you, and it just feels like like almost like life siphoning as they touch you. And you will all lose 1 as well. With that, let's go back downstairs. So what the fuck are you guys doing?
Chaos.
As Terrence, you can run in and like.
I think he's gonna go like, do you see that shit that's happening up there? I need to get down there. And just gonna be like, okay, dude, what?
No, you have to pay 1,000 gold.
No, get out of my way.
Yeah, they'll let you through.
Did a bunch of idiots go through here?
A bunch
They're
of
my
really
friends.
hot
Let me in.
idiots.
Are we feeling the pull of the chaos, or is this we in this?
Not yet, no. It is infecting the people above you.
Perfect.
Cool.
Shay's walking towards it, and her arms are kind of outstretched, and there's like the shadowy smoke just kind of pouring from her gauntlets, from her hands. Who knows? But it's kind of just slowly kind of steeping from her as she's just getting closer to this undulating crystal.
Terrence, I guess you can walk in if this is all being very delicate and slow.
You know that meme from Phineas and Ferb where she's like, "Holy shit, mom!" And that's Terrence like bursting through the door. Guys,
I immediately turn and point the gun at you.
this shit's going on upstairs. They're affected by the
This
diamond.
shit's going on down here. I point
They're
out, I'm like
infected.
pointing over my shoulder and right at the diamond that's going like fucking glitching crazy right
Yeah,
now.
because they're
She's
infected by the
reaching for it.
diamond. They're fighting Dark Fury. It's fucking crazy.
Hey, maybe inside voices.
As if this thing doesn't know you're in here already.
Exactly. It's
That's
not
fine,
like
but
we've
maybe
seen
don't yell.
Hey, also, here's a crazy thing that's going on right now. The beast is here.
Just grab it and tell which the fucking god behind it.
It's just a guy with coffee cup. It's just Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I'm the beast.
Why don't you just fucking grab the diamond, make it, wish it behind the divine gate? Just grab it really fast. Run! I don't know.
Yeah, Shay, speed it up. Faster, now.
You can teleport and imagine in the darkness. It's dark in here.
Yeah, Shay's gonna reach for it.
You're grabbing it?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a wisdom save.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Chaos. 12.
As you go to grab it, you guys watch as Shay gets like consumed by her shadows. And her hands are around it, but currently at this time, Shay is kind of lost to the shadow. Shay, you kind of get like thrown into this cosmic scape of like, it looks like in the surrounding areas it's like galaxies exploding and being like almost like tiny versions of like Big Bangs in this cosmic space kind of ethereal scape you are in. As in front of you, you see this large humanoid figure. It seems to have 2 pairs of arms, so 4 in total, and it almost looks like this figure is constantly like glitching in the way of like its hand will go from like a human hand to like a talon to like something else. Like it'll just keep changing to different like looks. I mean, all humanoid still. Its head, sometimes it'll have a humanoid head with just like 2 white eyes and this black silhouette that mostly will change to different things. They will change like a sun to like a galaxy like Saturn. You know, like it'll go between planets and shapes. Like you'll go from like a cone to a cube to a bunch of things. It just kind of like randomly shifts every 5 seconds, and it kind of has that like glitch effect on it as it moves. The red on it, as the trespassers all have a bit of their own mark for their discretions, if you will, is there is this after image that follows behind him that is a red silhouette of him, but it'll change. It's almost like this red shadow that's always there, almost as if we put a drop shadow on him.
Yeah.
And he kind of like just stares at you and says,
"My darling, you're changing."
you kind of like look down at yourself and it's like very like for a moment it probably like stops your heart for a second to see like you're just pouring shadows, and it seems like every ghost you've ever seen is like circling around you in this like tunnel. For everybody outside of Shay, you will see what look like a ghost come out of her and then back into her, and then a different ghost come out of her and back into her. But her is a hard concept to say because she looks like pouring like a shadow waterfall at this point, touching the diamond.
How are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything. You are not being drawn to this. You chose this chaos. You chose this discovery.
And like is it like constant glitches?
Well, I haven't gotten to choose a lot in my life, so at least I got to choose this.
And it's slowly making you change form.
It's only a matter of time, really.
You're accepting it. It could kill you.
So can lots of things.
And kind of like as he moves and like touches parts of the sky that will just like explode when he touches them and form into new constellations and new galaxies. Almost like to him, they're like sandbox toys.
Would you like to be free?
What is freedom?
What is what you have now?
I guess in a word, containment. I don't really think chaos can be contained.
True enough.
Do you not feel the same? Look at yourself. All of you. As if you've boxed away every spirit you've seen. Every shadow you've crept into, pouring out. What is in that box once it's empty? Nothing.
Well, thankfully, there's always more to add to it. And there's something that I don't think can be contained in any box.
So you're hollow. Who is Shay Erebos?
As he like puts his hands down to you and almost like stretches you like yes, like a paper doll.
That's awesome.
Out. And there's like just different iterations of you, and it just feels like boom, as you can kind of get moved, and you see on one end a tiny girl, and on the other end you currently.
You tell me, you're the one looking, aren't you?
I am just here. You came to me.
I did. Figured we could free you, or you could help us.
Is freedom for me really what you want? Or is it a wish you'd like to make?
I never thought of a wish, really. There are so many things that I can't undo. But I do like chaos, and unleashing it back into the world might be fun.
One of the hands grabs the current you, Shay, and throws it and into the cosmos, and that Shay is gone. You are now the Shay that's like, let's say, a year younger.
Okay.
I mean, you still have the knowledge you have, but like,
Yeah.
it's like that different, like.
Mm-hmm.
Still feel the same.
More or less.
As like a bunch of Shays just fly into the cosmos, gone. When you're now down to maybe like your 12-year-old self.
Oh, teach. Yeah.
You kind of watch as the form shifts down and like into a more humanoid size, that you're medium size for humanoids, as it takes on the image of a larger, beefier man with, the silhouette of, that has slicked back hair and kind of like that large jacket. Doesn't sound like him, but it's just, that image will pop in and out as like things change and pop and change.
I love it. Is this teaching you something?
Teach. That's an interesting word.
Isn't it? Well, since you seem to know so much about me, then you know my job was to just give him whatever he wanted.
I don't know anything about you. I can just feel the chaos.
Good, because it's rampant here.
What scares you most, Shay Erebos?
Would you like to bring it about?
I just wonder, is there a version of you that's pure?
No. So if that's what you're searching for, it doesn't exist. It never has.
I don't care about purity. Your hungers are not satiated easily. Child of the dark. Child of death.
Wipes away everything back to the youngest Shay, which will be the day that you lost your mother.
I don't care to learn your history. You just are dissolving currently on the outside of this diamond. Shay is going to be shadows, and ghosts will just be stories. You're losing yourself in the chaos.
This is how I can find who I really am. I accept it.
Roll another wisdom save.
Oh, thank God. 18.
18. Okay.
I just think you're hiding and using outwardly eccentric things to mask who you truly are, little girl. But I'm not that god. Do you know me at all?
No.
They call me the 4 variant, because I predict things that change. I was the agent of change, and I still can be.
Would you like to be?
He watches like from behind in the stars. He like grabs the diamond and tosses it to you.
Currently, we're talking about you and your choices, Shay.
And kind of like as it lands in your hands, probably about the size of your hands.
Make your choice.
What is it you think I need to choose?
Anything.
And everything.
All at once.
Movie trailer starts playing.
Yeah,
Show
exactly.
I don't care what I think you need, or care for what purpose there is behind any choice you make. After all, I am the god of chaos.
And he watches like pulling the stars and the galaxies from behind him into like this like chair, like a stool almost. He just sits and just like shifts in the chair as he just sits patiently watching you.
Number one, Shay has no idea what to wish for, so.
Yeah,
That's kind of
yeah. I'll just think. Let me go back to the friends and the frenzy friends in the place.
Our friendly friends.
Frenzy friends.
All right, so yeah, you all feel like those red Issa, Finley, and Codex. You all feel like the red hands like kind of boom and hits you. As there is a quick stop from him as you watch him like almost basically look immediately down and then back up. So cheating for the diamond.
What are you talking about?
You don't think I feel it's pull too? Look at yourselves, and me for that matter. This is obviously an effect of the diamond. I don't normally look like this.
What do you normally look like?
Hot. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't usually have this magic coming out of me like it is the three of you. I'm assuming my magic also looks strange.
Yeah,
I felt it from the moment I walked in, which is why I used the dark blades. But it seems like you're cheating to get it instead of actually doing a fair fight.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We're still gonna win.
And I'm running at him as he's talking.
Rolling against you with the Codex die. That's a cock. 21.
Nat 20 for a total of 27.
Yeah, I got 21. So what are you doing?
She just sprints, like, dead sprints for him. And as she gets close enough, she, like, fakes a punch, and it's like she kind of, like, crouches and then lunges up to try and punch him in the face, but she holds the punch, and she just opens her mouth, and she's going to try and bite his throat.
Yes!
And the pink energy just kind of, like, surges from her arm up her neck and forms these, like, wolf jaws as she goes to, like, bite him around the throat.
Okay.
Yes.
You trying to kill him?
Not trying to kill him, but she is trying to damage him as much as possible.
Alright.
There we go.
Yep. So yeah, you bite at his throat as it kind of like rips some of it, and you watch as like blood kind of comes down his neck onto his chest. As he then pushes you off of him, and you watch him like kind of like put his hand on his neck, and you watch as like the hands start to like onto his neck and like heal it back up. I thought we weren't going for death, but if the rules have changed.
If Codex is like pushed away, can I use Shillelagh to make the rattle form a long hook to then spin her and throw her back at him?
Sure, it's gonna hurt them.
Chaos.
I'll give her a second down.
23.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you can kind of like. Well, you describe what you do around Codex. Codex will take a damage down for that.
He's gonna take the rattle off of his belt, and it's gonna shake, and when it does, a large, and it, like, from the chaos magic, it is, not chaos magic, but from the chaos, it is a flaming thorny whip.
Also, just so everybody at home knows, I'm allowing Shillelagh to make his rattle into a whip because whips are kind of horribly stat in this game. I think whips are fun, so I'm going to make them fun better.
So it's going to produce,
Family's a tiny club, so he's allowed to do that. And I'm just giving him range.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
it's going to form this blazing thorny whip as he then takes it, does like a little like under flourish of his wrist, and it wraps around Codex, and he's going to lasso style just whip her around his body and then throw her at him.
Okay, yeah, it burns and hurts a bit, Codex, but you're I guess you're getting what Finley's trying to do. As you kind of like get let go of the whip going towards Fellerum, your like legs kick and probably like on his face. He's trying to heal himself. It stops him mid heal, and he kind of like gets his face hit. Issa, your turn.
Can I hold my action to Misty Step as close as possible and cast Thunder Wave, like while it's coming at one of us?
Okay, yeah. He's gonna go after Codex again. Because she's closest, just kicked his fucking face. So I'm gonna roll against Codex. You can roll against me, Issa, for this if you want to try to stop him, but you have to get the higher one for the contest.
God.
I believe.
27.
Oh, I don't think I can. I got a 22.
So yeah, you watch as he takes out his shadow blades and he's gonna kind of swipe to Codex, but immediately Issa pops in front. Issa, you're gonna take a huge gash from the shadow blade. It doesn't kill you like it killed Chet and Greg. It swipes across your chest, and with that, you kind of it's like you get the wind knocked out of you as you get knocked back. And he's probably gonna kick you to Finley to try to hit Finley over as well, but you'll probably catch Issa.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, Codex.
I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy. Yeah, I mean, he just was like, okay, we're going for death, and he just hit Issa. So she is going to, she takes a step backwards when Issa pops in front of her because she wasn't expecting it. And then her head, she kind of follows where he yeets her. And she kind of whips back around. And I want to try and grapple him.
Okay.
And restrain him. Channeling the bear vibes, I guess.
I will roll against you.
I'm gonna roll with athletics instead of deception because she's just very front going, which, it's a lower number, but I think it makes sense. 8.
I got 10.
Oh, damn! If I had bless, it would have worked.
You watch as Codex, very similar in the Battle Star fight, does that thing with the bear again and kind of goes up to Falarin and grabs him and puts him against the wall. Yeah, he does push the arms off and just say, Stop! I'll submit.
She kind of narrows her eyes and she's like, kneel.
Ooh!
Codex! Roll a wisdom save.
Shit. Well.
Oh no. Yeah, 5?
Yeah.
Oh, that's totally passive.
When you say kneel, you watch again, just you, Codex. It's the darkness around him grows. He becomes almost like a silhouette with red at the top, and red eyes start popping up everywhere, and red, bloody hands start to grab at you and say, I would never kneel to an ant like you. You are small. You are pathetic. Your light is out. As you see the pink just get... He just, for everybody else, he says no, and he stands up.
No.
But you do see the bear goes away, in Codex. You do not feel weave again.
Yeah, she, staggers backwards and probably falls on her ass.
And you kind of watch as, you're, looking up at him. It's the shadows kind of go away, and he turns back and just looking like hot fella from Dark Fury. He says, I submit. You win. It does not have to be to the death. I'd help your friend if I were you. And he's going to turn, go to the holding tank, and then presumably leave.
I'm assuming the crowd is probably booing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a shitty
They throw
end.
tomatoes only at Codex.
It makes sense.
So he's gonna baseball slide next to Codex and just land in a not touching Codex's back, but just being there.
No, the second you're close up, she's close to hyperventilating. She just kind of turns and hugs you and kind of tries to bury herself in your chest because she's very scared.
He's just gonna be a little stunned at the sudden hug, but then just he's gonna hold and then not produce flame to produce a physical flame, but he's gonna make the hug
warm.
really warm and really comfortable.
She had her magic back for a second.
Yeah.
For a second, she got to girl boss.
Do you want to walk or do you want to keep in the hug? I can carry you.
She kind of pulls back a little bit and looks up to you and she's like, did you see whatever that was?
I didn't. I really didn't see anything. All I saw was crazy magic, and then your bear went away, and then you fell down.
She kind of looks like she's about to say something, and then kind of bites her lip, and she just kind of nods a little bit, and she's like, "I can walk." And she's gonna use her help to get up, but she's gonna get up.
Okay, he's gonna kind of just help guide you onto your feet, and then he's gonna put his hands on your shoulders and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Oh, thanks, homie.
All right, Shay, back to you.
I was gonna say, in the space that we're staring
You can
at
yell at
Shay,
her, she might hear you.
I was gonna say, can we, take her off of it? I want to try and, remove Shay. I know that she's mostly shadow, but, I don't know. Terrence is gonna probably go up and, we have to get her off of it. Shay, And he's gonna try and reach through the shadows and like.
You'll again hear of nails on a stone wall.
Hey, when has trying to pull someone away from a diamond worked before?
I don't know, boss.
When has a wise comet helped us?
All the time.
Damn!
Shay, just center yourself. I don't know. Come back. Just come back. And I'm looking around, just trying to see eyes in the darkness, but I can't see in the dark. So
Playing. All right, roll another wisdom save.
14.
14. Yeah, you're still in there. So Terrence like, hey, into the shadows.
I'm just calling into the void. Corporealize.
Come on, girl.
I go.
That's where
Oh my god! I inhaled her. I don't know what to do.
Blow into a balloon!
I would say at this point, I mean, you guys can do it, but at this point, if you guys, are you guys looking for them?
Yes, I head on down.
Head on down.
I'm sticking close to them.
All right, you walk into the same thing I've described, which is this like dark basement where the diamond is being surrounded. Sometimes you see it, but it's being surrounded by shadows and ghosts, basically, like ghost essence, like this, like kind of like wispy greens and shadow. Terrence is yelling at the smoke thing, saying, "Shay!" Like,
I am going to cast Daylight.
Second of magical darkness.
Yeah.
Hey!
Keeping him in the corner. Well, good luck, guys.
When you cast light, in the briefest of moments, there is this just like loud ting sound as to avoid the light and anything like that. It seems to slash at the roof above it as rocks fall. Maybe it's fall under the rubble, but it cuts into the pit above you. So like sand and rocks fall before you can see it. You hear screams upstairs, and then nothing.
I'm terrified, but kind of okay with that.
Alright, with everything lit now, I'm gonna put the rifle away. I'm gonna be like, okay, Shay, time to focus up and get out of here. Come on.
Roll another resume.
Yeah. Ooh, mod 20.
As you're standing there in this, as like tiny Shay with this diamond, you kind of start to see like the rest of you kind of float back in from the cosmos into like almost like Matryoshka back to you, and you just watch as the four variant just kind of like looks at you and says,
I'm sure you'll make your choice no matter what.
as you're out of it, and you're like, for all the rest of you, kind of see the shadows form back into Shay as she kind of holding the diamond.
If we're not moving, I will scoop you and start moving.
Go for it, because Shay's literally in full shock. Her eyes are verdant green, and there's still shadow just like pouring out of her eyes. And she's
That's
just, like,
concerning.
holding the diamond just almost like in a fetal position.
I'm gonna be ushering everybody out.
Yeah.
Maybe like stay here so we don't get attacked by the beast.
Why the fuck would we stay?
No. Okay, right. Let's go.
Who's carrying Shay? She's not standing.
Watch. So yeah, as you guys get out, you do see like the seven and one other guy, like the holding cell guy, the announcer, who Issa was like, "Where's my fucking prize?" As they're like all just sitting there, like, "Oh my," they're everybody, they're like they're freaking out.
Hey man, you should quit this gang and maybe live on a farm or something.
Yeah. So you guys just rushing out.
Yeah, we just rushed. I gotta see what happened upstairs and like the remnants of whatever is fucking there.
If you want to just fucking look at that shit, good luck.
We're gonna have to go upstairs anyway. There's gonna be like viscera, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So as you guys walk out, there is ribbons of flesh and flowers left in their place. But there is no trace of people. It is quiet. When you walk out into Cow Crater, more ribbons, more flowers, quiet. So if you guys are heading out of Cow Crater, this part of Doshamore, walking, I'm assuming southbound to the 12th precinct, I'm assuming.
Should we be concerned about like worms and stuff while we're walking? Or like the beast?
Well, yeah, we should be scared about. I'm scared about the beast.
Yeah, I'm just curious if like Finley. I don't know if you traveled this route kinda before. If you know where there's a safe-ish place for us to make camp nearby, where we're not going to get attacked by worms or whatever.
Also, just for everybody's knowledge, remember when they said the other two diamonds, you already know it's associated with the flesh whatever tournament.
I was gonna bring that up.
I have faith enough in our survival skills to get us from here to there. But once we get back to the bird, Codex, where are like skin ball tournaments held?
It depends what league, I guess. I mean, like, obviously we haven't been there in a while, so I don't really know when the recent tournaments are, like what the brackets are looking like, but we could visit my old gym and ask Eunomia. She might know. She's my trainer. She just kind of, like, scratches her head and, like, her ears kind of, like, are flopped back because it's probably relatively warm. And she's just kind of like, well, I mean, if it's anything really big and it's for a really big prize and it's run through, like, the league and everything, I would assume it would be in the 6th at the Sunset Arena. And she, like, kind of, like, looks over at Watch and she's like, this is where we saw Maidenless Behavior. But I don't know if it, like, is it going to be, like, weird? Like, if it's, like, an underground thing, it could be anywhere. But, like, if it's a big deal, then I would assume it would be there. My guess would be that it would be in the 7th at the stadium if it's, like, they're going, like, full-fledged professional. But it could, if they're doing, like, a weird underground skimball game, maybe my coach would know about it. But we could ask, or we could just go to check the stadium.
I mean, it seems pretty on brand for Seraphina to make a show of it, so I think she would want it to be, like, above ground. Even with this, it's, like, a secret, kind of, but it seems like she's been working with the Ivories before, so it's like a give and take thing. So that's... If she's keeping it in the Berg, she's going to want people to know about her generosity.
In the Berg, key phrase.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait, do you think we'd get to play against Maidenless Behavior?
You cannot fangirl over it.
I would literally die! I would die. I mean, we would probably die, but it would be so cool!
By this time, sun is getting low. Before the watches start, as you guys are all kind of like sitting around, like, you know, making little foods, whatever you're doing, just, you know, like we're sitting around the campfire making food before we all go to bed. Finley, Issa, Connie, roll perception.
Oh, yeah. 28.
15, 16. You've all passed. Away. No, just kidding. I'm just saying it's because Codex is doing the write-up things. Terrence is probably freaking out, and Wash looking after Shay. Like a pin drop, there is this clear cut of, like, cold in the air as for an instant it's kind of like time stops, like it's not magical, but like just the perception you guys have had with this, you watch is literally just this silhouette kind of like in, and you don't get a good look at it. It's very blurry, but it is dark. It has the white shine of the claws as you watch it go through what looks like the diamond and Shay, and then she's gone.
Did Shay just die?
Did anyone see that?
What?
For everybody else, it's like Shay's there and then she's gone. Like in like a ding ding ding, she's gone.
Wash is actively looking at her, and then you're just like, you blink and she's not there anymore.
For Finley, Issa, and Connie, you just hear the word feed.
What the fuck? The beast just fucking... Shay's gone. Did anyone else see that?
I saw her not be there anymore.
So is everybody freaking out that Shay is gone now? Should we go look out in the wilderness? It seems like a bad idea because it's dark, but...
Can I pull out a sending stone to just try and, like, contact Kaz or Fiara? Just kind of pulls it out, puts it up. Hey, anybody, really. I've got a bit of a situation and some questions.
What?
Situation. Beast just took Shay and the diamond.
This is Casimir, by the way. So you... Wait. So you don't have the diamond?
Not currently anymore.
Sorry. You're like, Shay has gone and the diamond, and Casimir's like, so the diamond's gone.
Yes, the diamond is gone. Shay had her arms wrapped around it, and now both are gone.
How?
The beast ran through the camp and took her.
Back up. As you just watch this into the ground as like this blue arcane appears, and you watch as Casimir, Fiara, Russia, and Willow all appear. Fiara goes up to Finley and says, what happened?
Well, we set up this camp here. We were all just getting ready, and then like a bing, just cold, and then straight to the Hall of the Hills carrying a package of two, Shay and the diamond.
Fiara kind of looks over to Willow. You kind of watch as quickly Willow kind of like turns into this large, like, wolf, fully white, with looks like 2 black streaks that go from the top of her eyes all the way back down to her tail, as she rushes north back to Doshamore.
Well, I was going to say the good news is that Codex Issa and I beat Dark Fury into submission. I'm just kidding, he submitted. But we still won.
We did kick ass, though.
She is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that, says Casimir.
The person who could investigate it already is going to do so.
So we've lost a diamond.
We have lost a diamond.
We've lost a member of our group.
No, yeah, of course you've also... Right.
Shay's also gone.
Yes. I probably will follow Willow.
Right. Then, I mean, our plan was to go through the 12th.
We could just teleport you back.
That is true. You could save us a few days, and then we could...
I won't be able to till the morning, though. I can't just use this magic willy-nilly. Fiora kind of puts up her hands and says, well, we'll check out Doshamore, and we'll be back in the morning. Would you like a sleeve Rush with you? And Rush kind of like scoffs and kind of crosses his arms.
We are down a person.
Issa's nodding behind Finley. She's like,
yeah, so we're going to go up to Doshamore. If you could get a good, summary of what the fuck happens for the morning to tell us. If we could thread this all together in one stitch, and she kind of winks at Codex, that would be best. And we'll figure out the rest in the morning. Okay?
How fast do you think you could put together team uniforms for Skimball?
She's already walking away and she does that. What?
Well, we're going to enter the professional tournament, and it's going to be at the Sunset Arena, so it's going to be in front of a big crowd and stuff. So I feel like we should at least look.
I think we have time to worry about this that isn't now.
Also, we don't know 100% whether it's going to be there and whether it's going to be professional.
One stitch in the morning, thank you. And then she walks away. And Casimir probably just looks at Issa and kind of softly smiles and then turns. Rush kind of just sits down on whatever log or stone there is nearby. All right. The rest of the night passes uneventfully, and you guys wake up the next morning. As you guys get up, Fiora kind of just starts to explain. So, Doshamore, well, the part of the False Ivories or whatever was there is definitely desolate. What myself, Willow, and Casimir found out was that not much, other than it's been destroyed, kind of like carpet it. We don't know if the diamond is now being used by the Beast of the Wilds or what. No evidence of Shay. We checked Holy Hills.
Maybe she escaped. She can jump through shadows and stuff like that.
Maybe.
Or maybe she used the diamond to wish herself somewhere safe.
Maybe, yeah. Willow is going to keep her eyes out, and she's going to kind of just search the wilds in the meantime. I don't know what to do for the rest of what's going on, this tournament or whatever. Or, sorry, who's explaining to Fiora everything?
I'll explain it to Fiora. We're besties, yeah. I'll explain it to her over coffee in the morning, and also potentially be like, so about these uniforms,
Well, with this tournament, I don't... Unless there's a way we can hide in your keep and not be detected, we could try doing that. And, sorry, says Fiora, you said that you think that Dark Fury knew more about the diamonds, but Seraphima nor her other entourage-ettes knew.
That is exactly what he said. He said that he knew more about it than the others.
And we're assuming he's alive, not affected by the beast, and he's going to Seraphima to tell her that right now.
He could be telling her. He also didn't get it, and she was in possession of them. So she was in possession of 3 diamonds that contained wishes, got rid of them because she didn't know what they could do, and then he's going to collect them to be like a good little boy for her.
Well, luckily, if she donated it to this tournament and it's being held where you think it might be Codex, Conduit's in charge, and you cannot rescind a donation to any of the septum. There's no way that she can recover it or take it. She can't takesies backsies on it.
Unless she enters a team in to win the prize, which wouldn't the people that she's funding as an adventuring party be potentially seeing as the people that are trying to win the prize back for her?
That's also a potential.
She could just claim us, because she's publicly known as our funder.
And if she claims you, then there is a potential that she could just pay you and take the prize for herself. That's... I don't know much about the sport, but I do know that happens.
I've got a
question.
I'm so sorry. Before we continue questions, can I just quick chuckle? I'm getting very sick of being here. Says Casimir?
Yeah.
Alright, bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Oh
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. You guys are now in the courtyard of the Pale White Castle Keep. Casimir, by this point, has walked into the Pale White Castle Keep. He's going around to your house servants to make sure that they are charmed. We're not supposed to be here, Finley.
Oh, right.
Okay, great. So, room that we can stay in. Me and my brother.
I'll walk them to the guest rooms.
Rush is like, okay, well, I'm gonna go look for Shade. Bye. And walks out.
So now what?
We should figure out when this fucking tournament.
Oh yeah, Codex, should we go to your gym?
Yeah, it's in the 4th.
We got all day.
Do you guys want to maybe chillax for a second? Maybe take a day?
I did not want to go immediately train for skin ball. Issa has brand new huge gashes in her body, so she's like, I actually would love to take a bath, maybe. But that historically that's not gone well for Issa, but she wants a bath.
Maybe we chill for a little bit, everybody get cleaned up. The Balt Brawl is open all day and into the evening, so we can go kind of whenever. And I need a bath, look at me. And she probably still, her fur from her mouth down is probably still stained with blood. I guess she'll head to the baths?
I guess you all just shuffle to the bath.
So I guess this is a new intimate moment for us all.
Everyone's stinks. You'll notice that he has scars under his, on his chest. So he kind of sits with his arms crossed, but eventually if you guys are talking, he kind of lets them fall to his side. Just kind of sinks in the water and accepts his demise.
I think probably a real recognize real moment. Connie is also very embarrassed in the corner, just kind of sitting.
We're both sunk up to our eyes.
The opposite. Finley is just fully arm leg up.
Leg up.
This is fucking nice, y'all. I don't know what y'all. Why y'all look so weird? This is great.
Oh, Cinnamon's in there, just kind of with soap on his head.
He's flashing around. He's doing
Wash has hot tub hands, where you got to keep one dry for cigarettes.
True.
There is Darla. No, I'm just kidding. But there's the door kind of opens, and you watch as Fiara walks in a full towel. And she marches full in right to the pool you tour in, and she is going to take off her towel, sit down right on the other side of Connie, and say, "I need to talk to you about your aunt."
Yeah. Hi. Welcome. What do you need to know?
Everything.
We can talk about everything. Where do you want to start?
She kind of just leans in, puts her arms up. Her abilities, her pursuits, what she does. Do you know if her mother or her father had the same pursuits? Do you know anything about Tarek or Belsanti, your grandparents?
My dad didn't really talk about the grandparent side at all. What I know is that she has this. It's kind of she honestly, what she probably does is she takes a towel and wraps it around her hand and touches it, and it turns into the glove that she's seen using magical tinkering. She has this glove. It looks like this. She uses it on prisoners and kind of pokes into their necks and steals some of their life essence. She takes blood, but also abilities. She took my dark vision. She took most of my fire chauncey abilities. I'm just pretty much a human now.
And you think?
She uses my dark vision. She can see in the dark now. And she doesn't seem to age. It seems mostly selfish in nature. I haven't really learned much of any other pursuits. She kind of just seems to want to keep herself around and pretty.
And why have an entourage like that? And have they always looked like that? Have they changed?
Have they changed?
No.
No, they always kind of have looked like that. And I think it's semi for protection. Semi just to cover all of her grounds. They're a very, very powerful group. Praesea more pardon. Shral was a priest, and we assume Felrum was part of the Full Guard at one point.
The other two? The dwarf and the drow?
The drow is the scary one I don't know much about. I would assume somewhere in the Isles of Sirte. Paystone,
how she proceeded alone.
And the dwarf?
I don't know, it kind of just taught me.
So, an educator. She kind of like stands full fucking naked, just stands up and like walks between the lot of you, all the way to back to the door where she grabs a different towel and kind of looks back. Something to think about, I guess. She'll kind of walk out. Yeah, so I'll say then you guys all get like, bathed, dry, dressed. So I'll let you take the reins and go with whatever you'd like to do before we start the next day to look for your coach for Skinball.
Yeah, I mean, if we all go to bed, she probably heads to her room and, like, takes off the Daisy bracelet and, like, puts it on her desk, gets ready for bed, hops in the hammock, and, like, snuggles in, and she's like, God, it's so nice to be back in my bed. And she goes to sleep. And, like the previous times that she has had, like, she's talked about having, like, nightmares to people before, but has never really gotten into it. Probably, like, halfway through the night, a REM cycle, if you will. Her, like, ear twitches in her sleep, and she kind of, like, flinches a little bit as she feels, like, something kind of, like, drip onto her face. And she just, like, scrunches up her face and kind of, like, rubs at it and, like, rolls over a little bit. And as she, like, goes to try and roll over, she realizes that, like, she can't move. And she, like, starts to, like, breathe kind of quickly and gets nervous and realizes, like, she's back in, like, the previous times that she has had, like, sleep paralysis. And she keeps her eyes closed and she starts to hear the normal things that she's been hearing the, like last few times that this has happened, which is, like, dripping sounds and, like, the wet tearing sounds of, like, flesh that we've heard probably in the multiple massacres that we have now experienced. And her ears kind of, like, start to twitch, and she remembers that, like, when she talked to Dogma and he said that he had seen things in, like, his weird dreams that he's been having, and she is panicking because she can hear the screams and, like, people dying, and eventually she just is like, she's like, in her head she's like, fuck it, and she kind of, like, opens her eyes and looks up at the ceiling, and on the ceiling is just, like, this red puddle, and it's just, like, drips of blood that are dripping down and hitting her face. And she starts to, like, breathe harder and kind of, like, hyperventilate. She still can't move, and out of the puddle it starts to spread along the ceiling, and instead of it just kind of like a normal puddle, it kind of, like, pooling out from the liquid forms these, like, hands that kind of, like, reach out across the ceiling, and then as they touch the ceiling they kind of, like, pool out into liquid. And as more of these hands go, it slowly starts to cover the whole ceiling, and then a figure starts, like, multiple hands start to, like, reach down towards her, and she starts to breathe even harder. And as the hands are about to, like, touch her face, she finally manages to be able to, like, make a sound, and she just screams no, and this, like, bright pink, just, like, bear paw just, like, cleaves at whatever this thing is, and she kind of, like, falls out of her hammock and, like, wakes up and is able to, like, move again, and she kind of, like, scrambles to the other side of her room as, like, chunks of rock just fall from the ceiling and hit the ground and, like, crush her hammock, and she's just, like, sitting against the wall kind of staring at the destruction and is just breathing.
Under you is Eason, next to you is Terrence, so you probably both hear that and wake up.
I'm gonna run over to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, she is, like, basically, like, hugging her knees and staring at the ceiling, and you see just debris, and, like, there is a hole in the ceiling, and she kind of, like, just, like, looks over at you and just has this, like, stunned kind of, like, shell-shocked is not the right word, but, like, just a very, like, stunned and shocked expression. There was something in the ceiling, and it tried to grab me, so there was just a lot of hands, and there was blood, and I've been hearing things, and I don't know what that was, and I'm sorry they put a face.
I hug her.
It's okay. It's fine. We're just glad you're safe and not crushed by the ceiling. It's okay. We'll fix it. I'm gonna go make some tea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do you want to sleep in another? Do you want to have a sleepover? Do you want to?
Yeah, I think that would be good since Okay. She kind of, like, looks up at the hole again.
She will lead Codex to the edge of her bed and sit next to her, and then when Terrence comes in, also just, like, motion for Terrence to sit on the bed so we can just sit and drink tea. If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it. But if you want... Do you want to be distracted from it? Or do you want to talk about it?
I don't know what there is to talk about. It was just a lot of hands.
Was it a dream, or did it feel real?
It feels real. I could feel things.
They were red hands?
Yeah.
Did you retaliate to the hands, or did you just fall out of bed and escape?
It felt like kind of like when we were on the mountain and I got really overwhelmed and things just happened.
Like you surged?
I don't know. I just...
Can you cast?
She kind of looks like a little nervous.
You don't have to try, but...
And she kind of like awkwardly looks between you, and then she's just very softly cast Mage Hand on the floor in front of her, and will attempt to, and try and I guess maybe form that disgusting cat that she's made before. Like, picture that cat again.
I'd say it works, yeah.
It's like, it kind of like, the pink energy kind of like sifts through the cracks of the stone as the cat kind of forms and just like sits there and like stares at all three of them. And it's just like blank, dead eye. Like, there's nothing there. It's not a real cat. And it just stares at all of them. And she kind of just like stares back at it and just kind of like blinks. I guess this is great news, because if we're gonna go fight people, at least I am more helpful now.
You were always helpful, Codex.
Yeah, but now I can do stuff again, I guess.
So, to the next morning, I will say probably Issa, Codex, and Terrence, you probably suffer one level exhaustion for this day. Not that will really be a big...
Sorry, guys.
You're like, the beast is in in your
beast is in the corridor.
Which one is today?
But you guys wake up the next morning, I guess, ready to go to visit Codex's gym.
Oh, can I say bye to Casimir?
Oh, yeah.
Casimir,
Yes.
are you going to be here when we get back, or are you leaving?
I assume we'll be here until those 2 diamonds are procured and we find out what happens to Shay and the other diamond.
Oh.
I've been told I should say Shay first instead of the diamond.
Yeah. Losing friends is really... losing friends is hard, and it's harder than losing diamonds.
I don't really have many friends.
Okay, well, I would be much more upset if I lost you than a diamond, so...
Yeah, but I didn't lose you.
I know. But, we lost Shay, so... You can say diamond first, but I think we're all gonna say Shay first.
But yes, I think I'll be here until Shay is found, and that diamond, and also the other 2 diamonds are procured.
Oh. Cool. Okay, then we'll have fun later. We're gonna go to the gym and train for skinball.
He kind of like, a little smile, like kind of like the squints his eyes, fun? Like, kind of like probably...
Well, you said you were bored and you weren't having fun, so we're gonna have fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so think of some things that you want to do. I already have a list, so...
His eyes kind of like go dead for a second. He's just like he's like thinking.
Yeah, what?
Okay. And he's like thinking as you walk out.
I also just want to let our housekeeper know that there's a hole in my ceiling and just be like, hey.
Okay, yeah, if you tell Gillette, she'll just be like, okay, that's fine, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't Terrence's room, but okay.
How would I even do that?
You put liquids together and explosions happen.
Contained explosions.
Alright, who's hailing a cab? Finley and Wash. Okay. You walk, you find like this, like a couple of cabs, like when you get to the main road, and you see what looks like this, like kind of like carriage, just waiting for anybody to hire. Kind of like this, like measly guy. He is. It looks like he might be half elf. Maybe he just has weird ears. Might be human. He looks a little sad. Younger looking, like very like scrawny. Looks like he'd be pushed over and he'd like break into a million pieces. Like looks maybe like late 20s. He looks like he looks like late 20s, 30s. But he has like kind of like sunken eyes, sad face, and like kind of darker black or brown hair.
Hi.
Points at himself.
You.
Points at himself.
Correct.
Yeah, look, what can I help you with?
I need to get a carriage.
This is a cab.
Can I get a cab?
Yeah, sure.
We have...
Wait, I remember you. Oh, you son of a... Wait, I paid you good money. You had had that woman who was really rude to me.
Can we hire you to bring all of us to a gym in the 4th?
I mean, I'm a cab. Yeah, it's a cab service.
I will also say, we can have her not talk if that's cool.
Okay, I'm not the one to silence women because that's what my wife said I used to do, but that's not true because she'd silence me. So how's that fair? She'd be yelling at me saying I'm silencing her, and I would just sit there.
That is so not fair.
Someone said that she was torchlighting me. I'm not really sure what that means. I just don't want her to yell at that poor pink and black and white girl.
Oh, I think they're past that.
Because one of them caved. Yeah, that's what I did with my wife. We're back together.
They worked it out through a conversation.
Yeah, that's what we did too. I kind of just sat there and said, sure.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Cabin service doesn't really pay what it used to. You know, I always wanted to be like a personal cab for someone, like a lord or lady, but there's not many around there that usually do.
That would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
Because I could just leave her. Don't have to be with her anymore. Not going to talk to me that way, Jennifer. No.
What about, instead of giving this man a tip, we hire him?
I always thought it might be nice if like a group of adventurers just hire me to be their personal cab service.
Would you like a job working for the Faded Fates venturing group?
No.
I think it would be a wonderful opportunity because then you don't have to hail cabs. You've got one right here. And he's always paid, so you don't...
I'm sorry, I can't hear you that well. She was screaming in my ear all night.
Do you want a hug?
Oh, you probably break my back, sir.
I'm a very good hugger, first of all.
Okay, I didn't say that. I said I'm very brittle and just tiny. Whenever I hit the reins, it hurts. At the end of the campaign, Gabby's like, I am Gabby the cabbie, and I have become a different man.
We were approaching. Oh, hey, Gabby!
It's you. I don't really remember your name, but you said you were part of the service for something, like the mail.
Oh, yeah, I used to work with the Oral Envoy. I was a light. But anyway, it's good to see you. How are you doing? How's your wife?
Well, she was my ex-wife, but now we're back together. So she was my ex-wife, but I can't say I took her back. She took...
Hey. Gabby, I'm gonna need you... She, kind of awkwardly looks at everyone. I'm gonna need you to start manifesting your destiny here a little bit. What do you want to do today, Gabby?
Get paid and make enough money to leave my wife.
Then can you take us to Bald's Brawl? It's in the 4th, and we'll pay you.
Oh, I really thought this one over here said he was going to hire me to be your personal Faded Fate cab service.
Oh, that would be so...
Oh, wait, that would actually be really good, yeah!
Do you guys have an extra room I could stay in so I can leave my wife?
So many rooms.
Yeah, we got so much space!
Alright, you're here at Bard's Brawl or whatever. Alright, Sid, do you want to describe what this place looks like?
It's Gold's Gym.
Bald's Brawl is, it's basically like a rec center for, her area. Picture kind of like a partially open air gymnasium, so a lot of pillars and then like a roof that closes everything, the ceiling off, and then there's a big open kind of field in the middle. And there's weights, there's people doing sparring. It's people are doing a bunch of different shit here. And then out in the middle of the field, they have the ceiling's completely cut out, so it's I think the architectural term is it's an oculus, but I don't fucking know. Lets the sun in, and then they have a multi-purpose field in the middle, so there's people playing probably skin ball. But there's trainers and stuff, and she just kind of opens her arms out wide, and then she does look a little tired, and she's just okay, so this is Bald's Brawl. This is where I learned how to play skin ball.
So, as you walk in, you kind of see this oh my god, well, where the fuck have you been? As you turn and you see this woman, who is standing in the middle, kind of she probably is mid-swing with somebody, it's probably someone who looks like they're probably young 20s, if not late teens. You watch as, she is mid-swing with her sparring sword, and probably hits the back of, this kid's head, and they just, and, hit the ground. She looks like she's this older woman, tan skin, and she has blonde hair that had a little bit of streaks of white in them, and she's a little bit older. She's wearing this blue cowl over her shoulders, a black tank top, and these kind of baggier clothes at the bottom, black and blue colored, and these basically sandals. She kind of pulls her hair back. It's fully down right now. It's not tied into a ponytail. And where her ears would be, look like they're these feathers instead. She looks a little bit aged and wrinkled. And she just kind of looks at Codex with a little bit of a smirk, but also this face, rolls her eyes with this face of annoyance. This is Eunomia. Yeah, she has this older Asmar woman. She kind of just like drops her sword, probably hits the kid's head, and the kid's like, ah! Like, as she just like walks over, kind of sauntering to you, Codex. Is like, probably brings you in for like a side hug, and then lets you on, and then puts you by your shoulders and says, no, seriously, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah, she's like smiling ear to ear, basically. And she's just like, well, I don't remember if I told you, but I joined an adventuring party, and I quit the Oral Envoy, and this is my crew. And she, like, points behind her to everyone. Everyone, this is Eunomia, my trainer and my captain for my previous team. And, Eunomia, this is the crew. That's Wash, Terrence, Finley, Connie, and Issa.
Okay, the crew. Yeah, I think I've seen things about you guys with the whole undead thing that happened.
Yeah.
The pale people or whatever, right?
Yeah, we're the Fated Fates. But yeah, we stopped and helped clean up all that stuff going on.
Cool. Yeah, so why are you here?
So, I don't know if you heard that they're having a skimble tournament over in the 6th.
Yeah, it's next month.
Oh, yeah, the big one. So, we are gonna enter, but only, like, 2 of us know how to play. So, I was hoping that with your help, we could resurrect the Shatterspleens, and we could enter as the Shatterspleens into the tournament.
Jeez. Oh, shit. Okay. And kind of pointing to them all, you all know how to play?
Oh, absolutely, I do.
I do.
I loosely know. Big fan now.
We know how to fight. They all know how to fight.
I played cricket.
Right.
Yo, we all kind of like stop and look over at you.
She runs her like fingers through her hair and kind of like, this is going to be a long month. And that's going to end today's episode.
Yay!
End of Chapter 3, A Wild Few Days. The Fated Fates will return February 14th, 2023. The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.